We've had innovation all around us today, haven't we? I mean, it's been absolutely phenomenal to see all of these experiences and opportunities across the course of the huddle day. And I guess the difficulty, I think, with all of these things is turning it into action sometimes. So we always get inspired by days like this, and we've seen some phenomenal huddles from all of our partners. What I'd really encourage everyone to do afterwards is to sit down with their teams, because they'll all have had different experiences during the course of the day, and discuss and debate what they've seen, and make a commitment. Just make a commitment to do a couple of new things next year. And if teams do that, then I think we'll generally start to see some change. And not change just for the sake of it. The big theme this year has been about connecting as humans and generally being humans with all this technology and all these possibilities around us. So innovation for me is about how we can get and how we can ensure that our brands connect to humans in a more interesting, engaging way moving forward. Content. I like to think of it as content chaos, I've got to say, because as we all know, we are absolutely bombarded with this stuff. And also we've become brilliant, haven't we, as human beings at just avoiding the stuff that's of no interest to us whatsoever, whether that be from a brand, whether that be from someone we're loosely connected to on Twitter or wherever it may be. So I think the big thing that we need to think about is this. There seems to be a bit of a disconnect in the media industry at the moment. So there's a whole load of increasingly premium subscription models, the Netflix, the Spotify's, or whatever, where people aren't seeing content or aren't seeing content from brands. And I think there's the other end of the scale where people are seeing too much badly produced, inappropriate, ineffective content that really shouldn't be there in the first place. And I think we need to get to grips with that, we really do, and start producing stuff that genuinely is valuable and useful for people. Who do I think is best placed to do it? I think it needs to be a collaboration, in truth, between the publisher, between the creative agency, between the media agency, and ensuring the brand is listening to people. What I would like to see a lot more of is more dynamic content being produced, either in response to events that are happening, or in response to signals that people are putting out, and are willing to have content created for them in a bespoke and more personalised way. And that's where I think brands will make a big difference when they get their head around that, and start to produce personalised content. So one of my favourite huddles today that I went to this afternoon was from AOL, and when they were Microsoft previously, they helped produce the synthetics for Channel 4's programme Humans, and the guys were talking us through how they did that, and all the fantastic AI that took place on Regent Street Store and things like that. And what amazed me about it was that project only took 8 weeks from start to finish to create these amazing synths. And that really surprised me. I assumed it would take 8 months, or if not 8 years, actually. So the question that I asked them was, are we going to see this, and are we genuinely going to see this in our lifetime? And there was a resounding yes from every single expert there. Of course, with that comes all sorts of questions about free will and are they genuinely human and all that sort of stuff. But I think it will happen. I think we are seeing evidence that increasingly we can create that sort of stuff. And so I think it will happen in our lifetime. It's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. But I think with the right protection, with the right thought, with the right data, then I think it could be a really useful addition to us as a human race. And I'd love to see it.